Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is the 25th of February and it's time for me to share with you the projects that I made smashing another 6x6 paper pad. So I mentioned last month that I will be participating alongside the collaborators of the Smash That Small Paper Pad hosted by Deb Houck, and each month I will be working on my paper pad collection and creating as many projects that I can until I smash that paper pad. So last month I played with the Doodlebug Let's Party collection, and this month I am playing with its sister collection, which is called Hey Cupcake. So both collections are a birthday collection. They can kind of be a little juvenile a little bit, but I really did love both collections, and I thought since I smashed the Let's Party collection in January, I would work on the Hey Cupcake collection for February. So what I have left of this paper pad is just a few scraps. So here's what I have left over. It's not that much. I probably can still make a couple tags out of this, and I will, but at this point, I am really considering this pad smashed. So the paper pad had 24 double-sided sheets of paper, and I was able to make 20 cards and 10 tags. So let's go ahead and share with you the cards that I made. So the first two cards that I have are using some of the Doodle Pops from the collection. I know a lot of us love to hoard our Doodle Pops, but I have like a drawer full of Doodlebug Doodle Pops, so I can no longer fit any more in my drawer. So I need to start using up my stash. So I went ahead and I used both of them. And the first card here is using a sentiment from My Favorite Things. And again, it's using some of the paper from the 6x6 collection. And I used some dies from my stash. These are some smaller balloon dies that are from Echo Park. So that's the first card. The similar card next to it just uses the Doodle Pop and some of my dies from the stash. I love this oval stitch oval die. It comes from Gina Marie. I use it on a lot of my cards, but it's really a great focal point for these types of images. Again, this sentiment is from My Favorite Things. The next card here uses another Doodle Pop. This is the Cake Doodle Pop from the collection. And again, a sentiment from My Favorite Things. I also added some smaller little flowers on the card. And this comes from a very small punch that you can pick up from Hobby Lobby. My friend Christian from Christian's Crafty Adventures shared this little punch. It's beautiful. It makes just the nicest little embellishment. You can always put like a little Nouveau drop in the center. I just love that little punch, and thank you, Christian, for sharing that with us. Now my cards do not have any sentiments on the inside right now, but they will later. Next one here is another set of Doodle Pops. This is the Cupcake ones. I paired this with a older die from MFT. This is a cupcake stand or cake stand, and I added the cupcakes to it. And then this sentiment here is from Lawn Fawn, and the banner is also from Lawn Fawn. Next card uses the Hedgehog Doodle Pops, and I just paired it with the coordinating little cupcake. The sentiment here comes from the Stamp Market. The Stamp Market has some beautiful sentiment stamps. Sorry, I'm kind of stumbling here. But they have some beautiful stamps that go good onto cards because they're small enough to fit in little small sections of your cards. So that's another one. Here's a card that I made similar to last month. I just used the same Doodle Pop. I actually think this Doodle Pop with the monkey and the balloon is from the Let's Party collection, but I did add it on to this one because it was in my stash, and all Doodle Pops and all Doodlebug things kind of coordinate together. So this was another card that I made. And here's the hedgehogs again. I'm using them stacked on top of each other. And then I paired it with a sentiment die from the greetery. It says Let's Party. It's layered on here pretty thick. I think I layered this about 3 times. And then the sentiment and Celebrate You is stamped with Versamark ink and embossed with some white embossing powder. So that's that card. And then the last card that has some of the Doodle Pops on it, these are the Candy Doodle Pops. It's just a very simple card. I'm using the sentiment from Pink and Main. Again, I layered that about 3 times. And then I used a scallop stitched rectangle here in the back with some vellum just to kind of mute the paper a little bit and let that happy birthday shine through. So I thought that was really cute as well. All right, so the next set of cards that I'm going to showcase are using some dies from my stash. I know a lot of people like to purchase the ephemera packs, and I sometimes purchase the ephemera packs, but Doodlebug will have ephemera packs that have anywhere between 90 to 100 plus pieces, and I just will never use that many ephemera pieces. So I like to sometimes make these cards with just using resources that I have in my own stash. So these next several cards are going to be showcasing just that. So the first card that I'm going to showcase here is using that My Favorite Things piñata. I used it on the Let's Party collection as well, and you can use this die and make it whatever color scheme and patterns that you need it to do to follow your collection. So that's what I did here. And again, I paired it with some more of my dies, oval shaped dies, and I used the sentiment from the Stamp Market. This next card is using a stamp set from My Favorite Things. It's called Hello Little One. So I stamped out the images here and I colored them in with my Copic markers. And the sentiment here says, congratulations on your big tiny news. And that also comes in that stamp set. And I do have that stamp set here to show you that this is what it looks like. I am sorry for the glare. But it does look like this. And it just has these cute little baby images and then several little sentiments in that collection. The next card is one of my favorites. It is using this donut die, and it's kind of shimmery and shiny because I put some glossy accents on it. But this donut die, I think, is actually retired from MFT, but any donut die that you may come across, or you can even use your Cricut or Silhouette machine and cut out one. I love this. It was so cute. And then the sentiment here, it says, sending sprinkles and smiles. And this comes from a stamp set. It's an older stamp set from Paper Tray Ink, and it looks like this. And it has all of these sentiments, and it also has its coordinating set of dies, because the sprinkles out here is actually a die cut that I layered again on several different layers and created this card. The next one is using some stitch stars from my stash. I think I picked up these stars from AliExpress. And then the star sentiment is also from MFT, where I layered again. And then the sentiment for shoot for the is actually coming from Altenew. It's a stamp set saying to the moon, and it looks like this. So you can always pair your stamps and dies from various different vendors, and you can create whatever you need. So in this card, I'm using Altenew as well as MFT, and I'm using some just regular shaped dies to create this card. Okay, the next one is also from MFT, and this one is a shaker. If you can see, it's a little shaker. It's a gumball machine. I think this is still available at MFT. It's so cute. And then to make this shaker, they actually have these little baubles at MFT where you can just add adhesive to the ring portion. You don't have to use the layering of your 3M foam. These little things are so great, and it came together pretty easily. And then the sentiment down here again is from the Stamp Market. So that's that card. The next card is using some balloons from Lawn Fawn. This die does make it into a shaker, but I decided just to layer the balloons together and then to add a sentiment on top. So really simple, really easy, came together in minutes, and so very cute. This next card is also from MFT dies. This is using their new Cupcake die and Cupcake. I think the whole set is called Hello Cupcake. And it also has the sentiment here. I used the sprinkles as well as the cherry, and then just layered these two cupcakes on top of each other with some foam tape for a little bit added dimension, and really cute, simple, quick and easy card. The next two cards are very similar. I am using the ice cream cone here. So I made one as a shaker, and the other one I just simply used the sprinkles on top and then added some glossy accents to make it shimmer and shine here. And the sentiment again is from MFT. This whole die set comes from a kit from Queen & Company. It comes from their Sweet Shop kit, where it comes with the actual foam and the die set to create the whole shaker. It's so cute, so easy, and I had some of these left in my stash. It went very well with the paper, coordinated well, so I just added those two together. Now the last three cards that I'm going to showcase are cards that I made using SVG files from the Doodlebug collection by Lori Whitlock. So this first card here is using one of the silhouette SVG files where it's called The Cat and the Present. And what I like about SVG files is that you can size them to fit your project however large or small that you need it. The Doodle Pops in some cases can be really too big for an A2 size card, or sometimes they can be a little too small. What I like about the SVGs is that I can just make it to the size that I need, and I can also layer them if I want to. So I put the cat's face on here. I layered it like creating my own little Doodle Pop for myself. And then this sentiment also comes from MFT. This next card, using another SVG file from the collection. And this is using the cat and balloons. And they didn't even make this as a Doodle Pop for the collection, I don't think, because I would have gotten it. And I liked how this SVG file matches the paper exactly. And that's another reason why I like to use the SVGs. And then the background here, I'm just using a stitch arch stack from MFT. And the sentiment here is from the Stamp Market. Really cute. And then the last card, this is my absolute favorite card. This is using another SVG from the collection. Again, these birds could be sized to be larger or smaller. I wanted to use them layered onto my post-stitch die, so I could go ahead and use this large sentiment saying just a note. And it was just great how it all came together. So this collection doesn't necessarily all have to be for birthday. You can see that some of the cards here, like this one, is just saying like a simple note to a friend. You could also do baby cards. So this collection does not necessarily all have to be birthday. So hopefully you got some inspiration on how you can make cards with this collection. Now, in addition to the 20 cards that I made here, I also made 10 tags. So let me go ahead and share with you the 10 tags. So the first two tags are exactly the same. This is using one of my dies from AliExpress. And my favorite tag die is from Jaded Blossom because I love how I can layer the colors together and it has the stitching detail on it as well. So these are the first two tags. The next two tags are using my piñata, which I love. And then these last tags that I've created are all using stickers from the sticker sheet. So here's this one with the hedgehogs, and the sentiment here is from Lawn Fawn, and I made a similar one just like it. You can see that. The next two are using the two llamas from the set. So I made them exactly the same. One is just blue and the other one is pink. And the sentiment here, the happiest of birthdays and from me to you, are from the Stamp Market. And then the last two tags here, using more stickers from the sticker sheet, and then also using some leftover Doodle Pops that I had in the collection. And these two sentiments are coming from my creative time. So there you have it, guys. 20 cards, 10 tags, all created with the Doodlebug Hey Cupcake collection. This project took me about 2 weeks to create, just because I would do some and then stop and do some a little later. But overall, I'm really happy that I was able to smash another 6x6 paper pad. So thank you all for joining me. Why don't you leave me a comment below and let me know which one of the cards is your favorite. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.